Western Montana winters aren't really friendly to runners and bikers. From slippery roadways and sidewalks to limited daylight, it can be a real headache. MTN's Russ Thomas has more on what precautionary steps you can take to make those running steps safer.
As a runner, I know it's hard to resist the rush of heading outdoors and getting in a few miles, even if it means braving the snow and ice. For those with a busy workday, the only time to get exercise is during the dark hours. So what can you do to make sure you're seen by morning commuters?
We definitely recommend 360 degrees of visibility. So a headlamp on the front is great, but it doesn't quite cut it. So we have some clip lights that you can clip on the back of your hip, on your headband, that sort of thing, or actually some lights that go on your shoes or around your wrist.
It's not just runners that are sharing the roadways with vehicles. Bikers are advised to take those same precautions to make yourself stand out during the dark hours. There are other steps for those traveling on two wheels.
Use a wider tire, maybe ride the mountain bike instead of the road bike, or even let a little air out of your tires, and that builds a little more surface area. Bike riders should really not be hugging the side of that cleared space, because that's often where you get a lip.
With many sidewalks not shoveled and some streets with no sidewalks at all, it is inevitable that the road will be shared. Runners, bikers, and drivers.
Just remember that cars are also in the road and belong on the road, and we don't necessarily belong on the road with them. So if you do have to step onto the road while you're running, really make sure there's no cars coming, and if you're in a pack, don't take up the entire road.
The bottom line, everyone needs to be aware of their surroundings and to make a point to know that roads will be shared during the winter more than any other time of the year. In Missoula, Russ Thomas, MTN News.
Drivers can help avoid a potentially dangerous situation by keeping windows and mirrors clean at all times.